Sharon's Kitchen for you. When I cook, you cook, just like that. So today's episode is our flashback. We are flashing back to all of our episodes, Mom, that we did.
And then episodes, yeah.
Yes, and then we're talking about the episodes to come. Right?
Yes, and the feedback that we got from our last episodes and what it meant to us and all that good stuff.
And there was so much just goodness in it. And a lot of great feedback, and so I'm just super excited to be sharing this again with my mom.
So, carry me up.
Yes, that's the first episode.
It was a great experience.
It was. It
just
really
to share with you.
Yeah.
You have never really watched me cook detailed.
Yeah.
But that gives you an opportunity to be still and to observe and to learn Mama Sharon's way.
Yes, it's absolutely true.
For me, it was a platform that I yearned for, not to show off myself, but to share my passion with my audience.
Maybe a little showing off.
A little show off. Yeah, that's okay. Of what I'm capable of doing, being creative in the kitchen. Sometimes people say, oh, I follow the same instructions, but my food tastes different. For me, it's not about the ingredients. It's the method that you follow that makes a difference in terms of your taste for that particular dish. The awe moment in Curry Me Up was the part whereby it was that part when I was able to look you in your eyes and smile. Oh, I felt that love right a bit in my heart. But
I do have $1 million smile, folks.
Yeah, and the feedback was amazing. I heard that the show was very informative, very in detailed.
Mom, we got 1,200 views from
Yes, more than 12. It's almost at 1,300 right now.
Wow.
I think it's 1,278.
So let's just take the time, Mom, to say thank you.
Thank you for
watching us.
Because if it weren't for our audience, we would not have gained so many viewers.
Yeah.
And also subscribers.
Yes.
We
had over 100 subscribers just alone from watching our show, and I thought that was really cool.
It was amazing.
For me, the takeaway from Curry Me Up was just that, I was bonding with you. And I always say, like, Mom, teach me how to do this. And we go on our little, messages on WhatsApp or videos, and I ask you about certain ingredients. I know I'm not the only one. Sion and Sean also did that with you. And it was nice to actually be cooking with you and learning from you. I'll say this. I actually use that video religiously to make curry chicken your way. So I actually will have my laptop up. I will start, watch it, and then I have my curry chicken, and I'm super excited because my curry chicken doesn't taste like yours fully, Mom, but
that's okay.
It's close to it.
That's okay. My eldest son, Sion, he would call me from college and ask, his favorite thing was barbecue chicken.
Yeah, Sion loved that.
And for some reason or the other, he has become an excellent curry chicken maker.
It's true.
Excellent.
It's true.
I tasted his curry chicken. Yeah. He didn't even ask me for any input, but he went off the bat and he's cooking his curry chicken now with his chickpeas. Excellent.
And he adds the jeera and the masala too, because I remember when going to his house, I actually had to bring that from Joe's Market, in New Jersey for him. I'll say this. The members in our family, generation, we noticed that, like, my grandfather could cook. My grandmother was a very good cook. Matter of fact, you taught me that she went to culinary school, right? Grandma went to culinary school.
And we have family members that are great cooks also.
Yeah, Auntie knows how to make a mean fried fish.
Yes, she does.
And her pepper sauce to go with the curry chicken is amazing.
And her cook-up rice, I love it.
Oh, yeah, her cook-up rice. Uncle Nigel knows how to make really good chow mein with pork, which we'll talk about in our segue of our next episode. That we shot. And then, Sion makes the really good barbecue chicken. He does a lot of really great grilling, and his curry is amazing.
Curry chicken is amazing, yes.
So talking about that, segueing to Uncle Nigel making that great chow mein that he always does, the pork chow mein, let's talk about the second episode, because that second episode was really important for myself and for my mom.
Yes, it was a tribute to
because it was
Sean.
a tribute to Sean. You know, in hindsight, looking back at that episode, I was, you know, we were cutting that episode and I was tearing. You remember, I had to take a pause with that episode. And it's why I kind of talked the words and didn't rush off and went into the cooking, because it was a very emotional time for myself saying it, and then my mom, because it's a self-actualization that someone is not
the
no longer
presence
here.
is no longer here, and that was one of Sean's, because Sean loved to eat, and he was a real GT person.
He was greedy.
And Sean would call me. You know, I must say, if my kids need my support, they have no issue reaching out, because they know that Mama Sharon stops whatever she's doing, answers that phone. And Sean would call me religiously whenever he was making his chow mein to walk him through step by step.
Not just chow mein, Mom.
Not just chow mein, but the macaroni and cheese. We got a joke for that, because the first time he tried to make the mac and cheese, I give Sean, he made it for Thanksgiving for his family. I give Sean all the instructions. Okay, Mom. So at some point, Sean, whatever got into Sean's head, that the macaroni did not have to be boiled before putting it in the oven. No, this was not lasagna. So I asked him, I said, did you boil the noodles soft enough here? And boil the noodles? Anyhow, he threw that out and started all over again. But that was a moment for me to reflect. It was a way of me, for that particular episode, exhibiting my resilience, my daughter's favorite word, a comeback for me, because everybody knew what I went through. It still hurts, but I'm able to rise above that with the strength that God has instilled in me and the support that I'm surrounded by. So that was that episode meant a lot to me, and I did my all and give it my best shot. Yes, it was.
It's an emotional thing still, because many of you may not know that my brother passed away just last year. And so doing that episode, it was still very difficult because we were still healing from it. And I have to say, that's why we're doing this show. It's because we are real life people dealing with real life circumstances. I happened to work in a mental health practice because I loved it. I didn't know how much I needed the mental health practice to then help my own self-awareness, going to my first therapy session, you know, and then really you going to your first therapy session after the passing of my brother, and healing together.
Yes.
And I think the beauty about our life, Mom, and what Grandma has instilled in us is that healing doesn't always have to come from just therapy. Healing can be in the kitchen.
Yes.
Cooking is a part of healing.
Because once it's your passion, and for me, it really created mental stability for me, because mental health is important. And that platform created stability for me mentally, I must say. So thank you to Soho MD.
Thank you so much. And, you know, I also want to just share, too, there's a lot of stigmas around Caribbean American, West Indian folks, you know, outside of even America, where we don't think that therapy is something that we want to do. You know, you almost are crazy when someone says you're going to therapy. They want to know what's wrong with you. And I think what our show showcases is that through food, is that you can connect, you can be comfortable in therapy and do therapy and come out as a triumph of someone helping you and guiding you and coaching you, not to tell you what to do, Mom, but for you to decide what is right for you. You know, and I think that's really important. And so, yes, thank you so much. That episode meant a lot to us. So we hope you really love the shrimp chow mein.
And thanks again for the support.
Yes. So what about our last episode that we shot?
The ITIL is vital.
Oh, Shaba. I love that. That was my favorite part in that video.
Let me say something though. I was looking forward to the moment when that episode was coming to an end, the recording, because I needed a moment to relax.
You were ready
and put my feet up.
I think people don't realize the work that it takes in the behind scenes. So, guys, you have to put microphones on your, like, where your chest is, and you can't make any noises. So your earrings, any clanking earrings, you can't have.
That's why we wore these today, because nothing is going to be hitting and lashing to the neck.
You really have to pay attention when you need to use the restroom. You have to ask to use the restroom because everything is hooked up to you, your mics and everything. Camera time. So there was a lot of effort that was put into behind the scenes. And Richard, oh my God, Richard and Ben, you remember Ben?
Yes, Ben.
They were so excellent. But by the end of all of that, it took us about 8 hours to do all of those episodes. By the end of that, you were ready. You were ready.
To put
Mom was like,
up.
take it off. But we hit it with a bang.
We did.
We both committed
it was an amazing moment. And you know what I must say? We displayed our cultures in terms of our diversity, races. As a combination, it comes together and creates Guyanese great cuisine. And our show depicted that.
Yeah.
So again, I'm thankful for that platform, for that forum, so that I could be expressive and show exactly what I have a passion for doing and what I love and I embrace doing. And most of all, sharing it with my daughter, whom I love so dearly. She has been my greatest support. And we all know Caroline is a character by herself. The one,
just a little. Just a little.
But it was a happy moment together.
And talking about like the idol is vital. It's true. Idol is vital. And so in our diets, we actually do not eat certain meats in certain time frames. Because we are Guyanese, we do celebrate Diwali. Diwali is one of our holidays where you actually don't eat meat. You usually do like curry potato, Mom, and the chickpeas that we showcase. We had the chickpeas, or you could have your roti. And so I just really appreciate that episode too, because you showcase to people that you can cook healthy meals and
you
not
don't have
miss
to eat meat every day, and you would still get the nutrition within the meal.
But let's just talk a little bit about Ben and Richard, because I think it's very important. What we should have showed you guys is the bloopers, because Richard and Ben cleared that plate, Mom. Okay,
everything.
Mom,
everything for them was so good.
It was so good, Mom, and it reminded me of why you are known as Mama Sharon, aka Reds. In Plainsboro, where I grew up, where we first came from Guyana to America. We came to a small town named Plainsboro, and my mom was well known in the community of all Sean and Sion's, my brother's friends, that you stop by at Mama Sharon's house to see what she's cooking, because she was always making something. If it wasn't roti, she was making barbecue chicken, cook up rice, fry fish. It was something. And so the boys always came during the holidays. And, I was the only girl. And so I loved having the unity of my brother's friends and my mom cooking and my grandmother. And we just had a good time. Food has always been a place where we have our sanctuary.
Cooking has always been my passion. I love doing it. I embrace it. And I prepare myself for it very well.
and I really have to say, you're a phenomenal cook. You are a phenomenal chef. You really do a great deal in the kitchen. But talking about that, we have some new episodes coming up.
Yes, we do. For the season, for the holiday season. Yes. We have, we're going to be having for fall and for winter.
Yes.
So we're going to be making a soup.
November 15th, we are going to be airing the soup.
And then we're going to be doing a split pea soup. We're going to be doing...
Don't give too details.
Okay.
Not too many details.
But it's going to be
It's
fun.
a soup. We're doing
secret.
A soup. And then, we're hitting November. Then December. Oh, December. For us Guyanese viewers, you know what happens in December, okay? There is something called pepper pot, okay? And with your homemade bread.
There's no Christmas without your pepper pot.
There is no Christmas without pepper pot. And your homemade bread. And the key thing is, I'm not the cooker. I am the baker. So you guys get to actually see me in that episode baking, and that's my part that I'm really excited to showcase to everybody.
And then come January, we
Yes.
have the other episode.
Oh, January again. That is traditional.
Yep.
You know, Guyanese folks, you know what we have to make. We have to make that cook up rice, and you have to do
For
fried
New Year's
fish on the
Eve.
side.
That's
Okay.
right. That's right. That's right. But it has been a pleasure.
Yeah.
To share with you my passion.
Yeah.
Love you, love you, love you, and looking forward continually for the support. Don't forget to check out Soho MD YouTube channel.
Yes. All right. Soho MD has been very great to my heart. I've been at this company for the last 9 years. There's so much I've learned. And what I've taken away is that our founders, Dr. Jos Petrie and Dr. Ratouche, they are here to inspire us to be more than who we are. They take it a step further and really get to know what means a lot to us. And Dr. J and Dr. Ratouche knew how much my mom means to me, and they were able to put her in a platform where you can showcase the growth and success of your art of cooking and culinary. And I just want to say thank you to them.
Thank you.
I really appreciate Dr. J was like pushing me. Come on, Caroline. Come on, Caroline. And I did it, Dr. J. And to the audience, to all of our viewers, to the text messages, to the G chat messages, to the Caroline, I want to learn how to make this. I'm going to watch the show and make this. Thank you so much. Words can't express how much, you know, replaying these videos really hits the soul and makes me proud to have this and share this with my mom. Yes. So, Mom,
thank you again. Love you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Guys.
Until next time.
Until next time. Subscribe, watch, you know, share, like, do everything you have to do. Let's blow up like 0 for 2.0. Bye for now.